Showtime.
Showtime, baby.
Let's dive right in.
What's stopping us?
Absolutely nothing.
What's stopping us from talking about it?
Nothing. Reggie, drop the beat.
Who's Reggie?
Yeah, what's some catchy thing that could be in an intro? All right, here we go.
There, wait, hang on.
Dude.
And the guy. Welcome back. It's episode 14 of The Dude and the Guy.
14.
14.
Think of it. 12 episodes in plus 2. 14 episodes. That's where we're at.
Yeah. And just nearly 20 hours of content of us just talking.
Yeah.
So it's gotten to a point where I don't even remember what we've talked about and what we haven't talked about. So it's going to be...
It's true.
It's getting to a point... I was about to write something down the other day, and I think we talked about it already. Anyway, we have a guest today. I've lost count of how many guests we've had. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, my name's Eli. It's great to be here. I appreciate you guys putting me on your
Eli what?
Holley.
Okay, with an H.
Eli Holley.
Yeah, with an H.
And my last name also begins with an H.
Yeah.
Mine's a K.
And your initial spell,
Yeah.
What,
all four of my initials spell like like that. That's what I.
Really? What's your middle name?
EHMH is my initials.
Oh, you have two middle names.
Yes.
Oh, wow. He's better than us. He's better than us.
He is.
So let's just like break down what we did over the week, and then we'll start asking you questions about you, like that are unique to you. I mean, bring something unique to the table here. Otherwise, it's like, why do we even have you on?
Right.
Noble, what'd you do this week?
Well, let me just ask this. Eli, do you want to go first, or do you want us to go to see how, like, one would explain their week and then you go?
I'd like to pay attention to you guys.
Honestly,
get like a template.
Honestly, whichever one you would have chose, that's what we would have done.
You'd rather walk before you run, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just never write down what I do in the week.
That's fine.
I worked a lot more. I went to... Okay, yeah, so I'm a customer service manager at Walmart, all right?
Yeah. That's been well established.
Yeah, my manager, Justin, he needed some help. Or rather, the Warrenton Walmart needed some help.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like, yeah, I'll help you guys out. They needed help stocking. So what I did, I woke up 5 a.m., went to my local O'Fallon Walmart, clocked in, drove to Warrenton, which was like about a half hour away.
Mm-hmm.
Worked there, came back, clocked out, and I also got paid for gas.
Oh, there you go.
And I got paid for the time it took to drive there. So
Wow.
a lot of pluses to that.
Wow.
Other than that, nothing too stellar.
Stop fidgeting your fingers. You're nervous.
No, I'm not.
Is that it? That's what you did this week?
I'm sure something like will just pop up in my
in your
mind
head.
at some point, and
Right.
I'll just never get to mention it.
Then I'll go. I've been in the middle of a move. We've been going out to the house in Troy a lot, working.
We're on the move.
And it's been tough. I'm moving. Yeah. Yeah. Eli wasn't there when we all talked about it the other night, or a couple of weeks ago, or a week. What you had left, and then we all. Anyway.
It's a timeless discussion.
Yeah, it's a timeless discussion. I don't even know what that means. And I'm in the middle of a move. We have been going out there painting, whatever, ripping up floors, trying to get rid of like the mold. The last guy who lived there smoked in the house all the time. It's disgusting. We're fixing
Which
that.
is unhealthy, by the way.
Very unhealthy to smoke cigarettes
do not
anywhere,
recommend.
much less inside.
Don't do it. You're gross.
Don't smoke cigarettes, please. I beg you.
Okay.
And, other than that, I've just been working. You know what? Jess and I started going to the gym together. So now we're a gym couple.
Oh, really?
So the next step, obviously, is to buy matching neon outfits.
Some bracelets.
Maybe some bracelets.
cuff.
And post photos of us on Instagram working out in matching neon outfits.
Naturally.
Okay.
And start a fitness page
What
to track our progress on the internet.
So what's the best course of action? Follow or unblock?
What?
Follow or block?
Why would
Unfollow or block?
Why would you do that?
I had
the
a
same thing.
You would unfollow or block me if we did that?
yes, sir.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wait, Charlie.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay, I'm listening.
What gym are you guys going to?
Planet Fitness.
Oh, I see. The purple one.
Yeah, the purple one.
The purple one. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Because
your forearms are looking pretty beefy today.
Thank you. we did some wrist curls the other day.
Okay. Yeah, and that's like
That would explain the beef.
It doesn't really like they're called wrist curls, but I feel like the main muscle wrist curls work out are
Is
the
your forearms, yeah.
So, but
But
you
you
do
curl
move
your
your
wrist.
wrist. So I digress.
It's a very peculiar thing.
I also know a bit about working out.
Cool. And that's great.
No, tell us about that, Eli.
So yeah, we're gonna be a fitness couple. So when we're like combined 200 pounds, you guys will see.
That can't be good.
You guys will see the
That
the
just
progress.
sounds dangerous.
A couple of starving individuals,
Jeez.
malnourished.
Your tattoos will be all
Shriveled
shriveled
up,
up.
yeah.
Ugh.
Just have a ton of sagging skin. The majority of my weight will be sagging skin. And
Oh no.
yeah, no, it's actually been a lot of fun. You know, just go work out, not take it too seriously because it's like,
Who are you trying to impress?
who am I
except
trying
each
to
other?
impress? You know, I already have a girlfriend, so I don't need to try to make other women find me attractive. We just are out to improve our overall health, you know? And
You're not in this for the money.
I'm not in this for the money or the
What? Oh.
I just
That's right.
want us to both improve our overall health so we can live happy, long lives together.
Just some happy, long,
Can I
hard, and
mention
veiny
this,
lives.
this one? Well, do you have anything else about your week?
I'm moving in with Jess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been a weird.
It's like what? You know, just
we you know, and I haven't even told her that I decided this, but
Oh.
with where
so
I
she's fine.
she-
You're
she-
not even gonna tell her
not
after
going
this.
to. I'll let her hear it on here.
That's funny.
And with like the move, Troy is just too far from my work. It's like it would be like an hour drive every night to and from.
Yeah, it
And-
sucks.
Eli lived in Troy for a little bit, so he
Yeah, he gets it.
Yeah.
he
And
gets it.
then
I don't get it.
Then the house over there is too small for me and both my parents and my dog. My dog's huge now, by the way. When I got him, he was the size of my fist, and now, less than 8 months later, he's
Like
as big as
99
me.
fists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I got 99 problems, but a fist ain't one. You know, and he's a big old boy now. And
a big old boy.
the house is just too small for all of us, you know. My parents and I are both large individuals, so it's like no matter where if I walked anywhere, I'd bump into one of them and go, "Oh, excuse me, sorry." And yeah, so I'm gonna move in with Jess. I mean, my Xbox is already here, so it's like I'm basically already moved in.
That's kind of all you got.
It's
huh?
kind of, I mean, it's basically
That's
done.
That is the majority
That-
of your assets.
that makes up all of my net worth. Just that Xbox.
So yeah, your turn.
Um,
Oh, wait, hang on.
wait
The
a
guy has something he wanted to add to this discussion.
I'll for sure wait.
Okay. Well, you said what?
He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait.
Oh
He's
yeah.
gonna wait.
Speaking of weight, right? You were talking about how you were gonna go to the gimnasio so you and Jess can weigh under 200 pounds.
Combined.
Yeah, combined, right?
Yeah.
Eli actually is a veteran of fitness, I would say.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
A fitness vet, huh?
yeah, a guru.
You got any advice for me?
Yeah, so basically, what you want to do is
Yeah.
you want to go in there and you just want to really win over the crowd because they're the ones that'll keep you going.
Right.
And
Hence the fitness
Henson.
page
Henson.
on Henson. That is my name. Hence the Instagram profile that we're gonna have. We're gonna make
which
a
I'm going to block.
Okay. No.
but
for sure.
but I do support it,
I get it.
and I'll be cheering you on from the
Right.
sidelines.
Right.
I'll be your little cheerleader.
Yeah.
I didn't like this
Your only cheerleader will be me.
passive
That's not true.
aggressiveness.
I'll have millions.
Millions. You got a
This
lot.
page will have 1 million followers by January 1st, 2021.
All right,
and I'll bet my whole life on
Dollar
it.
bet.
I'll bet my $300.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, it's not going to happen. So
Wait a
I
minute.
don't know what you're worried
by
about.
when? When did you say?
January 1st, 2021. It's like 3 months away. It was a joke.
Well, we shook on it,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I'm getting $300.
Absolutely. Good luck.
He's not going to give me the money.
Yeah. What were you going to add, Noel? Eli just kind of interrupted you and took it and ran.
Well, what was I getting at?
You said
Yeah, Eli's just like an icon of modern times when it comes to just body transformations.
That's true.
And, yeah,
That is true.
Yeah. Tell us a
Okay.
little about that, Eli,
Okay, so
and
my-
how you got to where you are today.
Right. Okay. So I was quite the large human being for about 5 years of my life, and then my sophomore year, I decided that I would like to not be that anymore because kids in high school are just,
Vicious.
They're cruel.
They're just cruel. They just want
High
you
school's
to
a
hate
lawless
yourself.
place. There's
Yeah, and
grueling-
I wish that I would have known how little that would have actually mattered by now because I wouldn't have done it the way I did. But what I decided to do was just eat 1/2 of a peanut butter sandwich a day and sprint 2 miles. It was very unhealthy, but I did lose 60 pounds in 3 months.
1/2 of a peanut butter sandwich a
each day,
That's where I was in my it was either
and you sprinted at least at a pretty solid pace. 2
Yeah, if you were on a
miles.
treadmill, what would you say? It was like 8 or 9 or maybe even 10?
the fastest I ever did 2 miles was 14 minutes.
That's kind of crazy.
Pretty fast.
That's pretty quick.
pretty
And
fast.
He's quick
I,
with
I
it.
was
Quick with
crying.
it.
I was
Yeah.
crying by the end due to my lack of physicality prior to that. But
Oh, that's kind of lame.
Yeah, what a
yeah,
loser.
I'm a complete loser. I wouldn't take any advice from me.
But you actually, a lot of people, here's the thing, okay? I grew up fat. I was a
Here's the
fat
cheese.
child. I was a fat child. I was a fat adolescent. And then in my in my pubescent years, I was wrestling a ton. I lost a whole bunch of weight. But throughout high school, I would fluctuate a lot. I'd lose the weight, put it back on, lose the weight, put it back on. And the problem with a lot of fat people like myself is that we get thin and then put the weight back on. But you've sustained your thinness. You haven't turned back into the fat loser that you used to be.
Yeah.
I got really skinny and I was ripped too. So I was
So you were way better.
I
than
was
me.
way better than you.
Double
And now
whammy.
I'm just triple fat. So I'm worse than you now. You're better than me. Congrats.
So,
And you've managed to sustain that thinness.
So I'd say the main reason that I have sustained the weight loss is because anytime I start to gain weight, I remember how I felt whenever I was bigger. I remember everything, and it all comes back like a truck. And then I just make sure that I cut my calories, I cut my intake until I'm back down to where I want to be.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't care what. I think our motivations are different.
Oh, definitely.
I don't-
Mine comes from a scar. Yours comes from I just want to be the sexiest man on the planet.
Well, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I don't care what people think about me. I don't want to get I want to be healthier, improve my health overall. I don't care if I look bad. I already have a girlfriend, and I don't have I don't have anybody to impress. And I don't care what my friends think about how I look because they're not trying to. I'm not trying to get them to hook up with me or anything. I've already done the part. We want to look good to attract a companion. I've already done the thing that people try to look good for, right? I'm like so rambling right now because of what you guys are doing. I'm trying to fill the space here.
I don't know
want
what-
somebody to just dive in.
I don't know what he's trying to
take the damn baton and save me right now.
So my week.
I'm just trying to improve my overall health, and you don't want to be bullied.
Well, no, I'm not afraid of being bullied anymore. It's
Yeah.
just I put in all that work. I went through all that trauma. I don't want to,
Go back.
I don't want that to be all for nothing.
Hang on a second. What is he doing wrong, Caleb? Just say it out loud. What do you need him to do?
No, the audience can't know. Yeah, I was just looking at the audio, and like it just seemed like Eli's peaks were a little low, a lot lower than our peaks.
So
I was like, elevate your mic and see like talk.
So like, how about now? Am I doing good? Is this going fine?
It's pretty well,
Should I turn it up a little?
just slightly. See what happens.
Just honestly,
All
very
right.
small amount.
What happened there? Did I?
That's better.
That's a little better.
Now, kind of talk how you were.
All right. So
Talk about your week.
okay. So
I like what I see.
This
All right.
past week. This past week, what I did. Nice. What I did was
I just gotta fix
biggest thing, I guess. I got a new kitten. Her name is Stormy with an I because whenever I was drawing her name out in block, this is how we decided how we would end the name, like spelling. When I was drawing it out in block letters, I could make the I with a cloud for the dot of the I and a thunderbolt for that little line under the I, and I thought that was pretty cool.
And you were drawing it,
Yeah.
so you fancy yourself a bit of something of like an artist.
Galileo.
No, it sucked. If I want it done professionally, I'll get it done by anyone else.
Oh, okay.
Literally anyone else
I
at
didn't
all.
say Galileo.
Galileo, is that?
You consider yourself a Galileo?
I don't think he did any art, Galileo.
I don't think he
he's
did
I
either.
think he's like a space guy or something.
Yeah.
Astronaut.
All I know is that some people say his name really high and then really low and then really
easy.
high and then really low.
What do you mean?
And then they say Figaro, Magnifico,
Yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of that joke.
Yeah, he knows his music.
He knows his music. And I want to get into that because I was arguing with somebody at my work, but we'll talk about that's Bohemian Rhapsody, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. But carry on with what you're saying.
We got this little it's a domestic long hair. She basically just it's a little cat, but it has stripes and it looks like a tiger.
Well,
and-
they're like
They're 95% tiger. Cats are 95% tiger. That
Really?
5% made them that tiny and that curse word down. I apologize.
that's all right.
1720. Someone write that down. I was
I'm
gonna write it
gonna
down.
listen to it all again anyway, and
Yeah.
just it's fine.
Two. How about we two?
So she's been just a delight. I can fit her in my palm, and listening to her meow, it makes me very happy.
So if you had her in your hand, in your palm,
I could throw her against the wall and she'd be dead. I could easily.
It's so funny because I was gonna ask how, like, if you were to squeeze really hard,
I would not have to squeeze that hard.
really.
Got brittle bones.
She is really cute though,
Yeah,
which
so
makes
you
me
wouldn't wanna do
which
it.
makes me want to squeeze her.
Oh,
No, not like
but
not
like hug her,
hug her.
like
Embrace.
It's actually human nature to because like if something's like really cute, we don't know how to express that emotion properly. Like we don't have a certain because like when you're really sad you cry, when you're really happy you smile, but with something that's really cute that overloads your emotions. And people have a natural instinct to want to squeeze the life out of it. It's animalistic and it's horrible,
it's
but
also made up.
I understand.
it's not. I
sensation.
read an article about it.
Oh yeah. And did you are you subscribed to whatever website that article was on?
No.
Oh, okay.
I used Google. I did.
A dolphin eats a pufferfish. It can get the same high as if we smoke weed.
Is that true?
Tell him, Eli.
It is.
Great.
That's
Anyway.
why in Minecraft, if you eat pufferfish, you get all like woozy but dolphins do actually run up like get up to pufferfishes and like make them blow up so that they poke them and they inhale the toxins.
When did you buy the cat?
I'd say about 4 days ago.
4 days
roughly.
ago. And the cat was born on what day?
August 1st.
It's still that tiny? It's 2 months old.
Yeah, it's 9 weeks old. I feel like if you say how many weeks old it is, it sounds a lot smaller, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And it's not a dog. Dogs grow a lot quicker.
That's a good point. My dog. Well, good lord.
Good lord.
Anyway, what else? I mean, that's all you did this week, or that's all that's worth highlighting that you did this week?
I mean, I met my girlfriend's other grandma.
Yeah.
You know, that was. No, we're not going to go there.
Right.
That was enjoyable.
Right.
You know,
Mother's side or father's side?
That's a good. Is it her
father's
maternal
side.
or
Father's
paternal?
paternal. She actually came down for her other grandma's
Christmas party
funeral.
Oh.
Actually, that is this Sunday. So
yeah.
So that's what my week consisted of. It was actually kind of pretty difficult to go through all that.
Kind of grim.
Yeah. So I figured I'd.
Also, another thing to
moving on though.
Another thing to take note of. All right. It's October 9th.
It is, and I can't agree with you more. This episode, we record the episodes a little bit before they come out.
It's October 9th, so by the time this episode airs, it'll be the 11th.
Yes, it will.
And then Monday, Tuesday, you are 21, yes?
Yeah. You didn't know that, did you?
No, I don't know any of my friends' birthdays. May 22nd.
That's funny.
I got his wrong like 40 times, so I figure it's time to start getting it right.
I only know that Dennis's is like around 4th of July.
Yeah.
I know his because he shares a birthday with somebody that I used to know.
No, you only know his because I just said it out
Now
loud.
you're just somebody that I used
When's your birthday?
to
October
know.
13th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember 2 years ago on my 18th birthday, it was Friday the 13th. We had that whole Halloween themed.
I don't remember
thing.
anything that's ever happened.
Okay.
So it's been a pretty grim week actually for you besides getting the cat.
Yeah, the cat was the highlight of the positives.
Wow.
Highlight
Outstanding. So you do shipped for work, huh?
Yeah, shipped and
That ain't shipped.
doing some side work for Rising Phoenix, which is my mother's counseling
Agency.
agency. Yeah.
Agents. So
Trying to
you're
get
an
them
agent.
certified for
You know what's funny? And I'm gonna say this on the podcast because it's funnier to me if I do that. I've been thinking about going to therapy. Is there somebody that your mom can refer me to?
Yeah, we have people out here in St. Charles, and we have people in Troy, Missouri, also.
And how are the prices? Are they fair or are they expensive?
I'd say they're fair. If you want to go
I get
through
a friend
insurance,
discount?
that's one way to go. If you want to just do it,
But you and I are really good friends, so I can just do it for free, right?
well, no, because then the company wouldn't be making any money and wasting.
But I'm sick in the head.
I'm sick. I need help. So why do they need to make money off of me? I'm sick. I need help.
What I don't know. Why do doctors need to make money? You know,
So they can support their families. But I'm talking about...
This is the same thing.
No, but it's different.
But it's different. This is about overall health. Don't they care about the overall health of this society?
Charlie just starts having
A breakdown.
an episode and just...
So you do shipped and you do some side work for... What do you do like when you're at the Rising Phoenix place? I love the Phoenix analogy, by the way. But anyway, we'll get into that later.
So what I do is I was doing casework, which was I was meeting with the drug court clients for a bit. I got approved by a judge to do that. Also, it wasn't just like, hey, here's a job.
And then you
know?
say, hey, man,
So
like,
you got
it's gonna be
talking-
okay. Like,
No, I would help them. Like I helped one dude get into college. I helped a couple people get jobs. You know, just trying to get them back into normal life. That's
Right.
It's a rehabilitation program
Right.
on that end. There's two sides. One is drug court. The other one is just regular counseling.
yeah.
I've
Wow,
stayed
that's
on
admirable. That's admirable.
That's Admiral.
the Akbar.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's good.
So that's. But right now I'm trying to get them certified through
So
DMH, which is the Department of Mental Health.
You're trying to get them certified, and are they certifiable?
Yeah. I just got to get all the paperwork together, get that sent in.
Okay. How many pieces of paper do you need for that?
About
Like a stack of like how many pieces of paper?
well, there's one packet that we need to give them that's about 50 pages, another one that's about 25, and then the other like application work is like another 7 pages.
And about how many signatures is required from either side, like you and the
so
client?
Clientele.
this isn't going to the clients. This is going to the Department of Mental Health. So my mother would be the one signing on our end for the
Right.
company because she's the owner of the company.
Right.
And DMH would need to sign and certify it, and then we would be able to do a lot more for drug court and
So
help
only
a lot
2
more people.
signatures.
Yeah, sure. It's only 2 signatures, but
Okay.
it does have to get
Wow.
approved by a
Wow.
board,
The board of what?
the Department of Mental Health.
Oh, okay, good.
The board of
But they
directors.
don't sign?
Why are signatures so important to you?
Okay, cool. That's cool. Wow, admirable. Wow.
Admiral.
That's really admirable.
Akbar.
Congratulations on your promotion. Anyway, shipped.
Shipped.
You do how many? Explain what shipped is really quick.
So basically, it's just like Instacart.
Yeah.
No,
And, like, explain what it. I mean,
so I get on an app, and their orders come in. I have the ability to claim an order. I go to a store, look at the list. I get all their groceries, bring it to them. I get paid for that order, the size of the order, and I get it normally a tip from them, but
they don't always tip, huh?
They don't always tip because for some reason they think that you shouldn't tip people that are giving you groceries. But if somebody brings you Taco Bell, you need to give them $50.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So when you like
Caleb
get
has
the-
a question.
when you get the food from the Schnucks or the Shop and Safe, rest in peace. Would you? Right. Yeah. How does it get like paid for? Like how do you get it out of the store? Do they pay for it in advance, or do you have a company card?
So actually, I have this handy dandy shipped company card. Right. 1 second, I'm getting it out of my wallet.
No,
right here.
Can't see it, by the way. Wow.
Yeah.
Looks like a debit card.
Yeah,
It's a Visa. It's actually Visa.
Zoom into that Danish.
Danish. Zoom into that. Danish isn't here this week. He was busy today, unfortunately.
Wow, bad friend.
Did you not want me to reveal that? Sorry.
What?
Sorry.
What?
I said that out loud, and then you stared at me, so I figured maybe we didn't want to. Anyway, so you go. They don't pay online, or
No,
they do
they-
pay online after you get it, or before?
There's an option to prepay, but only for Target right now. So if I go to like Deerberg's, I have to go through the checkout, have them bag everything, and swipe the card like I'm making a regular purchase.
Right. That makes sense.
But
How
Target,
efficient, you know.
at Target, if it's
Yeah.
prepaid, I just show them that it's prepaid. They scan a barcode on the app, and I go to an empty register and just load up the groceries.
Huh.
And then you drop it off at their doorstep. You say, "Here's your groceries, you animal. You're nothing." Puh.
No, normally I actually have this really long and drawn out like ending thing that basically says, "Hey, give me money, and I hope that you believe in God because have a blessed day."
Oh. So you make a pretty good amount of money doing that?
Tips is the majority of the pay. Yeah.
So
on.
my girlfriend, who I'm gonna be moving in with, she does Instacart, which is basically the same thing as Shipped.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning.
And no, you said Shipped was the same thing as Instacart. Anyway, she does Instacart, and she deals with like shitty people,
Yeah.
like a lot on there. What kind of shitty people have you had to deal with doing Shipped? What kind of shifty people have you had to deal with doing shit?
Just people that act like because the store didn't have an item that I am the worst
It's your
person
fault.
alive.
Yeah, they get mad at you.
I love that so much.
They get mad at you for things that are not your fault. That's like every job, though.
Or the
Yes.
ones that don't believe me. Like the other day, I was like, hey, they don't have the correct size of cherries that you wanted. They have a smaller version. Would you like me to get 2 of those because it equals the same ounces? And they were like, keep looking for the cherries ... And that's all they said. And I was like, well, they're not here. I asked an employee, and they were like, fine, I guess just take them off then. And I was like, okay, well then, I guess I'm gonna just not give you your groceries. I quit.
Right, right.
Have you ever done that?
No. Well, actually, sometimes biggest perk of working at Shipt is if you like get all their groceries and then they don't like either answer the phone or they don't respond to a text and you're not sure like what's going on, like they're not being responsive at all and you can't find their house or whatever, if all of that lines up, which it does occasionally,
once in a blue moon.
Yeah. And the Shipt headquarters also can't get a hold of them.
Shipt HQ.
Yeah, HQ. Then you just get to take all those groceries home.
You just get to keep them?
Yeah, because the stores won't let you return anything during COVID.
Right, that makes sense. So they're just shipped right to your own door. Anyway. That's awesome, actually. You've been doing that for how long?
I've been doing that since like June, I want to say. It has slowed down a lot since a lot of people are less concerned about COVID.
I was just about to ask about that because people, I feel like this is, at least I've noticed, has been the case with Jess, my girlfriend who I'm going to move in with. She has been getting a lot less orders because of people. It seems that people are just not afraid to get sick anymore because they're just like sick of it, dude. They're sick of it being so politicized. They're sick
of the sickness.
They're sick of being so scared.
They're no longer down with the sickness.
They're no longer down with the sickness. And they, they're just going out. They're like, whatever, I'm just going to go get my own groceries. I don't need these shipped guys. So,
yeah.
Are you concerned with that at all?
I that's actually why I started working for Rising Phoenix
that makes sense.
again.
I want to have a daughter and name her Phoenix one day. Anyway, go ahead.
So, I've been applying to a bunch of other jobs because it's just not steady anymore. Like I can't rely on it, and
it's not sufficient.
Yeah, now that I'm moved in with my girlfriend, I got rent to pay. I got stuff that I got to do.
Got cats to feed.
I got cats to feed. I got children.
2 cats to feed.
My 2 kids.
Kittens.
Wait, do you have 2 cats?
Yeah.
Oh, I was making a dirty innuendo.
Oh, a Nintendo.
Yeah, I was making a dirty Nintendo.
yeah. Leo was our first cat that we got back in December, and
I'm really sorry to hear about his passing.
He's still alive. He's almost 3.
And that's
all the time we have today.
What are we at? 30 minutes? Wow, this is going really well. This is a good. I mean, he was.
You think so?
His punctuality was absolutely horrific, but like he's been a really good guest so far.
Not,
so nice job.
I tried my hardest, but somebody got into a crash.
Good. So, at work, you're a manager. I'm a manager. You're a driver. You're a delivery boy. So
you're a pawn.
You can go ahead and stay out of this
You're
one.
a pawn in the system.
I'm actually, pretty high up in Rising Phoenix, but that was kind of...
Oh, I'm not talking about that.
Oh, you're rising up in Rising Phoenix?
You're climbing the Rising Phoenix corporate ladder?
You're elevating
I started at the top.
Started from the top, now we're still there, huh? Anyway.
I actually got pegged down. Got put down a few pegs. I didn't get pegged down.
Look good, man. Hey, to each his own. So when you start like a shift, do you like talk to your people, like have like a meeting with them before you guys like begin?
No.
Cool. I try to. My people who work on my dock come in at like really like spaced out time. I mean, like we start at a certain time, and they're usually all. Like, I'll have, like, 1 or 2 get there, like, early, and then, like, the rest come in, like, either right at the buzzer or are, like, a few minutes late. So, I try to have a meeting with them, and, like, I talk to them about, like, yesterday's results and, like, the goals for today, and I try to be motivational. Hey, like, for tonight, for example, I would say, hey, it's Friday. We want to get this done. Let's start our weekends.
You say things like, let's make tonight like it's our last, all right?
Yeah. So what I always say is, I always go, we're going to do the best we can tonight. You know why? And they go, why? What's up? And I say, because that's the best we can do. And that applies to life. We do the best we can because it's the best we can do. We can't do better than the best. And we've talked about that. We've talked about
there's
giving
no 110%.
There's
That's
no
not
110%.
a thing. It's impossible.
We can only do the best we can do. We cannot do better than that.
If you like strive for 110%, like
you're more likely to get to 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
like shoot for the stars and you'll reach the moon.
That's
that
right.
kind of thing.
That's right. Very good, Eli. Very good. Das ist good.
So, here's a question. Do you feel your left hand with your right hand, or do you feel your right hand with your left hand?
It's a mutual thing.
What-
Shut up.
What? Like if I
Rub your
this.
hands together.
if I rub my hands together,
Which one are you feeling?
more my left actually, and
Wow.
I'm right-handed.
Wow.
That's weird. That's a weird thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Something people don't really think about on a day-to-day basis, huh?
No.
Yeah. I think outside of the box, Elijah.
Right. Do you do you remember that conversation that we had a couple years ago about like?
Do you remember the conversation we had a couple
I'm gonna
of years
tell you
ago?
about it, and you can see if you remember it.
All right.
About how like you can't describe color, and so you could be like this can has red and green on it,
We
right?
actually dived into that.
We did.
One of our first episodes.
Yeah, we talked about this already.
Oh shoot!
Yikes.
Hey, so
We see all color the same. I'm a firm believer that we see all color the same.
I don't know about that.
Noble's iffy on it. What
Look
about
at
you?
Eli's eyes. They're bright.
I feel like it's very possible that people with different eye colors see different colors.
Well, then you're an idiot.
I guess I'm an idiot.
So, here's
Because what's the point between different eye colors?
here's
then?
something that the internet talks about a lot, and I try not to dive on these bandwagons, but this is something that's actually really important to talk about. With the racial tension in this country right now, it's honestly insane.
The network's gonna shut us down if you keep going.
No, I'm taking the favorable side on this one.
Yeah, all right.
I
Relax, NBC,
when people started talking about
PBS,
white privilege, okay?
CNN.
When that became a thing, when it first popped
ABC.
off into a thing that people were talking about a lot, I dismissed it because I guess I didn't understand it, but why would I? You know, I was kind of closed-minded to the whole thing. And like over the past this past year with everything that's been going on, I've tried to educate myself on a lot more things, so I understand what it means a lot more than I did before. But I had never actually seen it because like the family I grew up in, we're all really hardworking and like
Blue collar.
we don't really have we're very blue collar. We I haven't seen that much. We've all struggled a lot with a lot of things in my family.
Violet necklace.
Exactly. And but for like at least the only time I can actually remember and took notice of it, I saw with my own eyes white privilege, and I'm going to describe it, and it's crazy. It's a crazy thing that happened. So I'm like, I was like walking in, I was going to a gas station after work, so this was, it might have been over the weekend, but either way, it was late at night. It was between 12, like midnight and about 4 a.m., depending on if I was working or not. But I stop at this QT, and like, there's a cop car in the parking lot, and I saw this guy like doing like a gunshot gesture at the cop car, like pretending to shoot at the cop car, holding an imaginary handgun, shooting it at the cop car. The cop wasn't in the cop car. And I was like, yeah, you gotta be careful doing that stuff, man. You'll get shot. So I walk in, as I'm walking into the gas station, the cop is walking out.
When was this?
Either early this week or last weekend.
Okay.
So I was walking into the gas station, the cop was walking out. So I kept an eye on that guy to see what he would do.
Yeah. If trouble ensued.
And he did the same thing to the cop. Gestured, shooting at the cop as the cop was walking out. And the cop said to him, "Hey, he's like, get out of here, dude, or I'll arrest you." He's like, you're being stupid right now.
Yeah.
And that was when I was like, man, I just can't. If that was a person of color, I don't think it would have went down the same way at all.
Yeah.
And that's pretty messed up. And like then I walked into the gas station. I walked out, and the cop was gone, and the guy was still standing there. He was like moving really like fidgeting around and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like,
he had to be on something.
As I was walking to my car, he like reached into his bag. He was like looking at me, and he like grabbed his bag and like I was like, hey dude, I'm just walking in my car, like, and he's like, hey, you want to race? I was like, what? I was, I was like, he's like, I'm not talking about in the car, man. I'm talking about on foot. He's like talking really fast.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, man, I'm super fast, man. I try to start problems with the cops just so I can run from them, just to prove that I'm fast. I don't have any felonies or warrants or anything. I was like, cool, man. I'll see you later, bro. And I got in my car and left. And like, I just couldn't believe like that I just watched all this happen. The cop just ignored him, and then he for no reason explained that to me. I don't know you.
Yeah.
Why are you telling me?
Yeah.
Is that a hobby? Also, what an idiot, man.
What a
Dude's
weird
just
guy.
Stupid.
That's strange. That's very odd.
Yeah, and like there was another guy on the other side of the gas station with a bag as well. It was so like suspicious, man. It was such suspicious behavior. But yeah, it was like I was like so irate watching this all happen. I was like, dude, I was like hoping that the cop would at least put some handcuffs on him and scare him.
Maybe
you know?
stick around, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just left. The dude fake shot at the cop, and the cop he's like, oh, come on, guy, and left.
Yeah.
You definitely shouldn't have just dipped after
Just,
that.
yeah,
That's-
so dumb. And like I said, if it was a person of color, it would not have, I just can't see it going down the same way that it went down. And it's like, dude, that's what the internet's so pissed off about. At least try to make the internet not so pissed off, you know?
Yeah, the actually on that topic, something that, and I know this is like a little different from there, but I was in the same boat you were, where I just kind of dismissed the whole thing.
Yeah.
But a couple things I kept seeing that like started getting me like more in tune with it, and like it became harder and harder to deny, because I feel like it was more just I didn't want to have to apologize to anybody.
Right.
For something that I don't think I did, but you
Well,
know.
yeah, I definitely still like don't like feeling guilty for mistakes other people have made. You know, like that's like the part I don't like, is just being like attacked or feeling attacked because of like my heritage, you know. But that's the way that, you know, like minority groups have felt as well. So, you know,
Yeah.
what do I know? I'm an idiot.
But the main
Oh, Charlie, stop. Come
on. The main thing that actually like got me to like really start paying attention to it was one. It's two rap songs actually. One, obviously, the "I'm Not Racist" by Joyner Lucas. Like that I really like that song. I like the message behind it.
Yeah.
And it kind of opened up my eyes to the idea of like maybe we're both just, you know, both sides have some animosity towards each other.
Yeah.
And two, "What If It Was Me" by Tech Nine. Have you ever heard that song?
No.
I've actually heard it.
Yeah, it's an amazing song.
Weird,
But basically, the whole song is just him like near the end. He's just walking down the street, and there's like some racial profiling going on, and he's talking about how he has a gun in his pocket. It's registered. He's not trying to do anything with it but protect himself. But whenever he said whenever they're scared of a brother with a gun, no one can stop it. Basically, he gets shot,
Right.
and he's dead. And then the whole point of it is like then they switch roles where like the guy, he pulls out the gun and shoots the cop because he's scared.
Right.
They're both scared of each other, so
Right.
they just what if it was me? That whole
Right.
idea, like someone's life ending from just fear.
No, yeah, exactly. And nobody's life should ever end, no matter what color. Like, a police officer's job is to protect and serve. So if they're pulling somebody over who's a criminal or is doing anything wrong, whatever color they are, if they're doing anything wrong, if a cop decides to get involved, then they should just do their job, protect and serve. If the person starts to get violent, the cop should defend himself, but that never has to end in somebody's life being taken. And if the cop's life is taken, then that other person is also responsible. It's an equal responsibility that nobody should get killed under any circumstances. The cop can disable a person without ending their life. They should be able to, at least, because that's why they go through training. And if they don't go through training for that, they need to go through more training and include that. Nobody's life should ever be taken over something so you know, even if like the person's got a warrant out, they shouldn't be like, they shouldn't be pulling a gun out, especially if they got a warrant out, you know?
Yeah.
It should never be a violent situation, but the cops are so like, the cops are afraid and the criminal's afraid to go to jail, but then the cop is afraid to get killed because like it's one of the more dangerous jobs to have.
Yeah.
Go through better training, get better cops, you know?
Yeah.
So the whole thing is it just sucks, man. It sucks that we even have to have this conversation, especially on this podcast that's supposed to be silly. We don't talk about hot button issues on here. We try to avoid them.
See, you say like there should never be a death, you know, resulting from like an encounter between a police officer and just anyone really.
Right.
But that shouldn't happen. But like, there's just so many scenarios out there,
Right.
and like sometimes like the other person or whoever is not the police officer, sometimes the police officer encounters a situation where there are like life-threatening stakes, you know.
Yeah.
Where it's just
So-
self-defense.
You know, if like the police academy or whatnot kind of taught what you just said,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have guns, they wouldn't be armed. You know, they'd just
Right.
have tasers or something.
Right. Exactly.
But like when
they need to have means to defend themselves, but like it should never result in somebody's life being taken, and that's why. But I think it's an equal responsibility on both sides for that. You need both sides to comply, you know. And like there's a lot of like terrible profiling from police officers too. The training for police officers just needs to be like way more in depth, and like it's just crazy. It's like they're not trained enough. Like it's almost like they take like an online course for like 3 months and then they're just police officers. You know, it's so crazy.
I think the best idea would be I think they should still have guns. I do, but I think they should do kind of like okay, if the cop is gonna have a shotgun on him, which isn't very often, but if he does have a shotgun, they should do it to where you have. I only know this because of God, what's his name? The comedian with the sticks and stones.
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, yeah. Where they should load it in with a bird shot and then a buckshot, bird shot, buckshot, like that. To where, you know, you shoot somebody with the bird shot, they're not going to die, but they're going to be really hurt and they're going to drop that gun.
Right.
You can get them down. And if they keep coming at you, that's on them.
Right.
You know? But also, I think that the cops should focus more on trying to shoot non-fatal.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like shoot them in the arm, take their
Arms or legs, yeah.
but not
Headshot.
the legs is kind of difficult though, because if you shoot them like right
In the femur?
right in the femur,
There's
you can
some
hit
arteries.
you can hit an
and hit it,
artery. Yeah. So I think they just need better training on like responding to situations like that, because they're not prepared to be in shock. You know,
Right,
they're
right.
not prepared for that. They don't expect that every day.
Your birthday's in October, huh?
October 13th. Yeah.
So is that your favorite month?
October is my favorite month.
So is autumn your favorite season?
Spring is actually. It used to be autumn. Now it is spring.
Right. I don't know what my favorite season is. It seems like whatever season I'm in, I'm like, man, I wish it was a different season. No matter what season it is.
I have a story.
I just like hoodies.
Really?
I have a story
About what?
about the seasons.
Oh, okay, good. I was
I have
like,
a story
excited for this.
about police officers. No.
Right. Yeah, I wanted to get off that subject.
So your birthday, huh? Yeah, in elementary school, my class, I want to say second grade, we were doing this thing where we all voted on our favorite season.
Right.
There were just like icons on the board, just like, you know, spring, summer, winter. Why'd I say it in that order? But fall, winter. And pretty much it was 50-50 for summer and winter.
Yeah.
Because like, I get to swim, I get to build a snowman, you know.
Right.
But I was the one person who just picked spring.
Yeah.
You know, everyone picked those 2 seasons,
It's-
and I just went for spring.
It's funny, like my favorite seasons I would say are spring and fall.
They're neutral, you know.
Because
It's
it's
a good
not too
balance.
hot, it's not
Yeah.
too cold. It's very
Yeah.
balanced. Like in spring, you can still do some like swimming towards the end of spring, and like in the fall, the leaves are falling. It's very beautiful. And then it's Halloween. Halloween's one of the better holidays, I would say, of the however many we have.
Yeah, maybe.
Especially for TV, in my opinion, most of my favorite movies are like playing around Halloween.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like the whole summer and winter being everybody's favorites kind of thing it actually just stems from growing up and going to like public school to where those are the times
That's a good
you're
point.
off.
Yeah, you get off school
that's
for
so
those.
you associate that with only having fun.
Right.
It's a good thought.
So once you're out of school, I feel like it shifts.
Yeah, that's a good point.
of...
We talked a few weeks ago about a celebrity free pass. Do you remember this, Caleb?
Yeah. What about it?
So Jess told me I'm allowed to hook up with Rachel McAdams if that opportunity ever reached my
I don't
way.
know if I could put a face to her.
The Notebook,
I haven't seen that
Mean
movie.
Girls,
Haven't seen that movie.
Doctor Strange,
Have seen that movie.
the love interest in Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's Rachel McAdams.
That's fair.
It's funny because we were because she usually does like romance movies.
See,
and
like Doctor Strange is probably one of her like lower,
her
least notable role.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know her.
Yeah.
So we were watching Doctor Strange, Jess and me, and she was on, and I was like, man, she really is like a perfect actress, And by that, I didn't mean like the most attractive. I mean like she's just so good at acting,
Yeah.
and like she really only does like romance roles. Like she's like the woman with like a complicated relationship with Doctor Strange.
Okay.
In that movie,
She kind of usually, not putting it bluntly, she plays the same character.
yeah, that's if you were to put it bluntly, but
Yeah.
I mean, kind of a douchey way to do it.
Yeah.
And
I'm no actor, so like.
true. But
Well,
like I
actually-
was just saying like she is like the perfect actress. She's so good at it. And like Jess was like, yeah, that's the one girl, that's the one celebrity that you could hook up with if you know. And I was like, I mean, she looks like a little kid. She has such a young
Does she?
face, Yeah, I
A
think
youthful
so.
face.
I mean, she's really pretty.
Danish, pull her up.
Danish, pull her up. Danish isn't here. I miss him.
Oh yeah.
She's really pretty, but like she just has like such a young face, but she's like in her 40s. It's crazy, but she just looks
That is
so
kinda
young.
wild, yeah.
She's
Huh.
aged terrifically. She's on that Hollywood.
Stupendously.
She's on that Hollywood fountain of youth shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So just thought everybody should know
All right.
that I'm allowed to.
Congrats.
I'm allowed to
I
hook up with Rachel
suppose.
McAdams.
Good- Look at you.
Yeah, I'm very lucky.
Mine is I have a lisp apparently.
Yeah, evidently.
Elizabeth Olsen.
Okay,
She plays Scarlet Witch.
I
in
know.
Oh.
The Avengers.
The Avengers.
What else does she play? She's not as like. That's like her most notable role, probably. At least for me. But
Doesn't she have like two twin sisters?
Yeah, well, they're twins.
The Olsen
Mary Kate,
twins.
and,
Yeah.
Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, right?
They got like plastic surgery and they're not.
Yeah, they were
as-
the Michelle from Full House.
Yeah, they were both Michelle.
They were both Michelle.
You never watched Full House,
No.
did you?
Anyway,
Wow.
but they're not
Wow,
they're not
uncultured.
Elizabeth Olsen's twins.
They're no Elizabeth
They're just
Olsen.
they're twins, and then Elizabeth.
She's the
Elizabeth
younger one,
Olsen
right?
Is their sister? I think she's younger. Yeah,
I
but I don't
believe
know.
so.
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm no expert on
She's
the Olsen
younger.
family.
She's young.
Yeah.
But
Ah.
yeah, that's mine.
Speaking of like Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch and all that,
Right.
there's been recent news. I don't know if you guys try to keep up with that kind of stuff.
Something about the multiverse in the MCU with Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, Doctor Strange is supposed to be in the new Spider-Man movie.
Really?
Isn't that cool?
That is really
Yeah,
cool,
it's pretty
actually.
cool.
That movie's not going to come out for a while, though, unfortunately.
I think
2022, probably.
I heard winter of 2021.
Well, they lied.
But yeah, they've been. There's a lot of dates just being thrown around.
Right. I think
So-
they're just throwing out dates that they're aiming for. They're all going to get
I would-
delayed,
I
especially
would
with
take these-
COVID-19.
I would take these dates lightly.
Yeah, with a grain of salt.
Yes, it's good. Let me check my notes. Are you like on anything special to say?
Oh, nice. I got one more good story that is, revolved around me, but I can save that because it's a good one. I mean, I'll save it for like the end of this. I'm not going to save it for another episode. I can't wait to tell it. But go ahead and get out some notes real quick.
All right. Okay, let's say this, all right? Just a fun fact, okay? So, everyone, listeners, you can follow along. Raise your let's say your right forearm if you have one. If you don't, just raise your left one. All right? Everyone doing that? Perfect. Okay. Now, kind of just keep your hand straight like this. Now, or just relax your hand, actually. Just kind of like, you feel that bone along here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just too jacked.
I had a hard time
from wrist
finding it.
curls. Okay.
I have a lot of meat on my arm.
So you found the bone, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, kind of make a fist and now try to feel it. Not as easy, huh?
Yeah, it's covered up by muscles and tendons and whatnot.
I can feel it up
And
near
ligaments.
the top.
You
If I
can
go
feel
to
it.
the top,
Okay.
but at the bottom.
But that's not where he's talking about.
But not at the
Oh.
bottom.
Down here where it's
Okay.
covered by muscles and ligaments and whatnot.
So using that knowledge, right? If you ever find yourself in a fight, when you elbow someone, you shouldn't make a fist because then your forearm is softer. But when it's relaxed like this or straight, you have like a blade of bone. So you can really mess someone up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I elbow somebody, I'm going to use my elbow, not my forearm.
That's illegal.
Oh,
Oh, no, okay. Yeah, so yeah, there you go.
I like that.
Thanks.
Yeah, there are normally refs in street fights. They just sprint.
They're like, hey.
Hey, what are you doing? What do you think you're doing?
No!
Are you out of here, man?
If anybody's ever seen Metabots, there's like every like meta battle in that show is like refereed by the same man, but it's always like a random encounter. Like, oh, we're gonna meta battle, and then like the referee just pops out of like the most random spots and then starts like yelling and officiating.
Is that
it's actually really
that
funny?
show? Are you talking about that show no one has seen?
It's an anime show that
Based
was
off those Dollar Tree toys, or the Dollar Tree toys were based off that show?
the Dollar Tree store toys were based off of that show. Yeah.
Okay.
But it was not very popular. But it's pretty good. It's like Pokemon but with robots. So it's kind of like just another one of those shows.
It's kind of a blend of Bakugan.
Wait, so like Beyblade?
yeah,
No.
it's like a Beyblade Bakugan. Maybe a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Naruto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually a spinoff.
It's actually more like Shippuden, probably.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
No, it's the second installation
Oh,
of Naruto.
cool. Anyway, what else?
Oh, you want more?
Yeah, give me some more. Give me some more of that.
Okay, quick story. In elementary school, I had this like quiz where I had to like over compound words.
Right.
We all know what a compound word is.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Doghouse.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to think of an example of a compound word.
I just did.
A better one. So like, let's say
Coin purse.
what? Anybody?
Or is that two words? I don't know. Go
I
ahead.
just can't think of one. But anyway, there was this multiple choice question, okay? They were like, which one is a compound word? And one of the options was button, okay? So you could think of it as butt and on. 2 words, butt and on.
Or butt ton.
It's a butt.
True.
Yeah.
That's also a thing.
It's actually 2 different compound words in one word.
Yeah, but anyway.
But nobody would even call that word a compound word.
Yeah, but there was a better option, I guess, but I chose button just because I'm like, I thought I was smart or something. But the teacher counted it wrong because she was like, yeah, that's inappropriate. It's a compound word. Why you
That teacher is such a piece of shit.
I was cheated out of my points. I was right. I was right, and she.
Counted you wrong.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem with the education system.
Yeah. So that's all I've got to say about that.
All right, let's get into my story, and then we'll talk about some Urban Dictionary words, and then we'll get the frig out of here. So,
Okay.
I don't know if you remember this a couple years ago when you guys wrestled at Rockwood Summit. I was being pretty inappropriate in the fan section, wearing just all South clothes.
You
And
served time after that?
somebody wrote like a nasty email about it, and like, oh, you're the students for South High School were being inappropriate, mostly led by Charlie Henson, like totally mentioned me by name. Well,
Jeez.
If we were talking about this about a week ago, or maybe 2 weeks ago, I would be able to say that was the only time that had happened. But I had a recent situation at work
What did you do?
where I had a couple of new hires, and I try to be like myself with my employees. How I would talk to you guys.
You don't put on a face.
I don't put on a face
'Cause you're not
I
fake.
probably clean up my act a little bit with them because I don't want to be offensive to anybody.
Yeah.
And I try to get to know them before I start being how I would normally be. And I got a little careless. Had a couple new hires who I thought both of them. I had two new hires. I thought I was vibing with both of them pretty well.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. I can be myself with these guys, just whatever. And so the person had missed a couple days of work and said that there was a funeral. And I don't know. I mean, because we work nights,
It's the evening shift.
There's no funerals that late at night. The only way that you would miss work for a funeral is if the funeral is out of town. So I'm not going to say that this person was lying, right? Because I mean, that would just, if it turns out to not be a lie, then that would make me a scumbag.
Right.
Then the person never came back to work. And then my boss was like, hey, it sends me a screenshot of the email. Actually, I think I have it. I'm going to just read it because that would be funnier to me.
Hurry, find it quickly.
I know, I got to find it quick.
Hurry, quickly.
But basically, I'm not going to read the entire thing because it's kind of like, it might be like private, whatever.
Yeah, sensitive
But
info.
the person turned in their resignation and then said that the communication is lacking and many do not know how to communicate there. Redundant. Which is not true. I communicate the job very well with my employees
Sounds like
every
that
night.
guy's bad at communicating.
I tell him, yeah, for real. I tell him I tell everybody yesterday's results and, the goal. I already went over that earlier. But what I said to the employees, and I was like amped up. I was ready to go. All right,
Oops.
there we go. I was being endearing. And the email says there was an incident of me being referred to as you.
Uh-oh.
And I can't tolerate that type of behavior.
Threw you under the bus.
Threw me right under
Was
the
this
bus.
like someone like around our age, or was this?
Maybe a little older.
Okay.
Only a little older. But yeah, that's all that's worth noting. So, my boss talked to me about it. I talked to him about it, and like we all kind of it was settled pretty quickly, but it was just like, damn,
Yeah.
like I thought we were all good, and I wasn't being disrespectful. I
Stabbed
wasn't
you in the back.
I know I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I meant it like I was just being goofy,
Yeah.
But know your audience better. It was a mistake on my part.
Read the
Read the
womb.
room.
The womb.
Read the room.
Womb.
Read the womb.
Right.
Yes.
Look inside the womb
Okay.
and decrypt it.
And that was it. Got an Urban Dictionary word?
You do, but yours is better.
No, I'll go.
So you want to say it last?
I'll go. So my Urban Dictionary word is called Amazimers, right? And it's a play on Alzheimer's and Amazon, obviously. So it says condition which causes you to place an Amazon order, then shortly after remember something else you needed and place another order, which is like unexpected because I would think that Amazimers would be like where if it were me to get, like if I were guessing what it was, I would say it's where you order something and then you totally forget you order it and then it shows up at your door because I do that kind of
I've
stuff.
been there.
Yeah.
Especially if you order a lot, like in a short amount of time, that would definitely happen.
I ordered a Captain America shield once and took 3 months to come, and I just kind of forgot about
Right.
it. And I was
that makes a lot of sense.
made my day when it came. But
Yeah.
yeah, go on.
But that was it, really. I mean, like, it's just like I would expect it. It's not the definition that you'd expect, because I feel like this doesn't really happen a lot. But maybe it does. Who knows? And this says, wow, 10 Amazon boxes showed up on my door today. My Amazimers must be acting up again. See, that feels like it goes with the definition I was guessing. Bro, your Amazimers is getting out of control. It's okay, I have Prime.
Aha.
I guess it would suck to have to pay for shipping on, like, multiple orders.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. I don't know.
It's a weird thing.
That's my word.
All right. I found something in my notes.
Okay.
That I wrote down that you sent me on 9/29/19, which is kind of
That was over
Wow,
a year
over
ago.
a year ago.
yeah. It's kind of funny because today I wasn't very punctual, I guess.
Right.
It says Charlie's tip with the eggplant emoji.
Right.
And then you said punctuation is key for text jokes. And yeah, that's all.
You put that in your notes?
Yeah, I sent you a screenshot of this too. I distinctly remember that.
I don't remember. I don't even remember saying that.
Punctuation is
And
key.
I mean, I was talking about punctuality today, not punctuation. Those are different things.
Yeah, punctu though.
It's still puncture, dude.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. Puncture.
Also in my notes, I was trying to remember a dream that I had.
You have so many notes.
Yeah, I know it's a little too much. I was trying to
It's like
remember
we didn't even ask him.
a
We just-
dream that I had, and so I wrote it down and then went back to bed, and then I woke up and didn't remember it. But all it says is "Hey, comma." I don't know what that could have been about.
Must have had a really bad dream about
Yeah,
trains.
apparently I really don't like trains.
Yeah.
Interesting. Some
Your sister likes trains a lot.
Shut your mouth. She's 16. She's 16.
Oh, I thought she was.
We were just talking about her internship at
We got
the local train station.
Yeah. For
You
the
know,
railroad
just
company.
learning from the conductor. And
I was talking
whatnot.
about how she's going to college because she's studying trains.
Yeah, locomotives,
I'm-
you know.
And I'm just gonna call the cops, I think.
I
Yeah.
don't know, dude. That's crazy.
So cynical. Yeah.
Also, I could have been talking about your other sister. That's what I should have said. That's what I should have said. Anyway, what's your Urban Dictionary word?
It's all right. Dismal. You guys ever hear of that?
You know, I feel like when you look up Urban Dictionary words, you're just defining normal words.
But like, who uses dismal?
You're right.
The room is dismal right now. You know. I got other words.
No, read dismal. Read dismal.
Okay.
I want you to. You already began digging this hole. I want you to dig till you get to the bottom.
Dismal. Terrible. All right. For an example.
And that's the end.
For example, someone could say, "Yo, that's dismal."
Which nobody would ever say.
An unknown artist who performs rap music. Yo, you heard that dismal kid? He's lit as f.
Uh-oh. A dismal kid.
So, no, I have never heard
No.
that. I have a word from the Urban Dictionary that
Wow. Do you?
I also, whenever you're done.
Yeah, I think.
Sounds like he's done.
Yeah, the floor is yours.
All right, so my word is called Charizarding. Okay.
Okay, I just want to be clear. We might have to cut this out. It sounds pretty crass already.
You might need to cut out like bits and pieces. I'll say every word kind of slow so they can hear all of the context, so they can just get it from the context.
Great. This is great.
Might
So
have to cut it all
this
out. Go on.
when you Charizarding is when you light enough badges to train me. Charizarding with Jenny was a night I'll never forget. Is the the example sentence.
Charizarding with Jenny. Okay.
So, if anybody at home
intense.
wants to try that, you know, it's called Charizarding. If you couldn't get what I was trying to say from the context clues, go ahead and
As the dude,
Just look it up.
the
look it
dude
up.
and the guy, we don't try to like shut down our guests. We don't condone that, but we're not gonna stop.
Yeah, we don't like to censor people. We don't like to tell them not to talk about the things they
Yeah.
want to talk about. But we do for sure go back and censor it later, even though with the episode with the Joker and Wags, We did miss one word that needed to be censored. We talked about that, but
What word was it?
It was an F-bomb. We never went back and fixed it, and I don't think we ever should. If you want to hear it, go listen to it
Who
and try
said
to find it.
Who said it?
Alex.
Ah,
I think, but I'm not
Maybe.
sure, honestly.
That's all right.
This was a long time ago. But
he's a married man. His life is made.
he's married?
No, he's not.
Yeah, what?
Everything I said was a lie.
Yeah, anyway.
His life is pretty good though. It's made.
Yeah, we try not to censor we try not to shut them down from saying stuff, but then we'll go back and censor it because we want to get Sanker on this podcast. That's the goal, okay? To get Sanker on the podcast is our ultimate goal, and he is a coach and teacher, and he cannot be on the podcast if we're talking about Charizarding, okay?
All right, fine. I'll do a different one.
No,
So clam jam, female equivalent of a cock block.
Okay.
Clam jam.
I've heard this too, and I
haven't heard
this
it.
one's not terrible.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, that's a word that I.
Where a woman is, out there trying to get some action, and another person comes and
Being a real clam jam.
being a real clam jam. I like that.
That's
all right,
funny.
so disrespectful. Okay, clam.
Yeah, I don't even find
I didn't
it
make
funny.
it up. I didn't come up with the name. I just found it and repeated it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 14 of the Dude and the Guy. Caleb, what?
Any last thoughts, Eli?
Any last thoughts, Eli?
So basically, all I wanted to say is, this has been episode 14 of the Dude and the Guy.
We're glad to have you.
glad you had
Thank you so much for coming.
What you're doing is great.
What you're doing with Shipped,
It's so
helping
great.
the elderly.
Helping everybody.
You're
It's so
rising
great.
phoenix. I
love what you're
I
doing.
kind
We
of
can't wait
see
to have you on again.
you as the phoenix.
Oh, so I might be able to come on again.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 14 of the Dude and the Guy. Caleb,
God.
did you have anything you wanted to say real quick?
Now we just got 2 episodes left of this season. We're kind of
2
wrapping
episodes
it
left.
up.
We are wrapping it up, baby.
that's
We're almost
right.
there.
So season 1's almost over. huh?
Season 1 is almost over. You were not the finale.
Yep.
Oh, so I can go home and binge this if I want to.
Yep. All 20 hours. Yep.
I'm
All
not going to
20
do that.
Cool. Band, thank you.
Thank you.
It's been episode 14 of the Dude and the Guy. We'll see you next
All
time.
right, thank you for having me.
Good night, America.